So two things. I just watched the camera footage of you touching the employee sign here and jamming it.
You saw him put you saw him put it in front of my table too.
Where are you at right now?
Excuse me?
Where are you at right now?
In terms of at? What
Yeah.
do you mean? Where I'm standing? What do you
Yeah.
mean? Where I'm at?
Whose property is this right here?
Yeah, it's.
The source,
I'm not
right?
saying it's not the
So
property, but what they did is
no,
put it in
no,
front
listen,
of my sign.
listen.
Yeah.
It's their property.
They could put the sign
that
in front of my table?
They can put that sign wherever they
But
please.
when I move my table, they just put it in front of it again. You don't think that's a violation of election code?
I'm not saying that they're violating your rights.
So you would
at
let
all,
them
and I'm not
intimidate
saying-
me and move the
and
sign
I'm not-
all around?
And
and
I'm not saying that you're doing anything wrong. This is my first interaction with you. I came up here after you had already been talking to my partner. I'm not saying you're doing anything
But
wrong.
I didn't destroy his sign and I didn't steal it.
I
Did
didn't
you
say
see
you
the
did.
footage of his employee whose license plate number I have, who jammed my table, who knocked my papers, threw my clipboards on the ground?
I saw a contractor who does not work for this company with your table.
Oh well,
yes.
he works with them. So the company in question that's actually saying I moved their sign also knocked my table over and did all this.
No,
and
that's
yeah, he
not
did.
at all
He
what
threw.
happened.
I mean, I have I have him on film.
The next thing is
with the boards on the ground. So you just said it didn't happen, and I have a copy of it on my camera.
You touched their sign. I didn't say it didn't happen. I said an employee of this company did not touch your table. You're gonna tell me I'm wrong?
I'm going to say someone who works with the business owner, who obviously had a long talk with him. I don't know if he's paid for him by him, but he's with them. So I would say he's
So
with
you're
the
Mr.
company.
Know-it-all.
I know that he works with the business owner.
That he works with.
Or with the manager, yeah.
That he is a vendor.
Maybe
and
he's a vendor.
contractor for
Yeah.
the company.
So that's fine.
Okay.
He works with them. That's the same. That's all I was saying. Because they are in collusion together, and for him trying
So
to
it's a
almost assault me,
conspiracy theory that
is
they're
that
out
not
to get you.
assault if he hits the table into me? That's like hitting a card into me.
Did
That's
he-
physical
did he
assault.
do it with
Watch
malice
it on
intent?
camera. Yes. He knocked my clipboards on the ground. He made a huge yelling statement.
Did it damage your clipboard?
He damaged my tape. He damaged my
Where, can you
the
show me
whole
the damage?
the tape. I threw away the tape, but
So you have nothing to show me.
But
that
he
was
assaulted me, and it's on camera. If he hit me and it just slapped me but didn't leave a mark, is it still not assault?
damaged. Battery.
Exactly. So he battered me, and I would like to press charges for him battering me, which is on the camera.
That's fine. You want to meet me on the other side of the parking lot? Over
I don't
there and I'll
mind.
Take that report.
Why? I have the right to petition here, though.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take the report over there. So
I can take it another day.
That's fine.
We only have a few days left to finish this petition drive. I have a right to be here, don't I?
You have a right to collect signatures for this petition, and I used to be a healthcare worker, so I'm not opposed to it at all.
Thank you for understanding
And
a little
the
bit.
reason I left is because of the pay.
There we go. I understand.
So I am not opposed to it at all. What I'm opposed to is petitioners in this position that come out here, and when people don't want to sign their paper and don't agree with them or are on the opposite side of them then becoming verbally aggressive with
What is
them,
that?
yelling slurs at them.
No, that never
and
happened.
cursing at
Okay,
them.
I promise I will never do that because I've
So
never done
I just
that.
got flagged down by another employee as I was walking out of the manager's office, saying that a fourth customer had just called in.
Hearsay. Where's the
saying-
customer? Let him. No, this is a joke.
I'm just telling you.
The
information
Supreme
that's
Court
being
said
provided
this
to me.
does not apply, and I have copies of that Supreme Court case. The Supreme Court said customer arguments of whatever they say they're angry with us being here do not apply.
No, it's a civil issue. There's
Yeah.
nothing we can do about it.
So,
I'm not
but
saying
I
that.
promise,
But
and I
that
will
is-
make you a promise,
Listen,
person to person,
listen.
I'll never
That
swear
is-
at anybody.
That is when your protected activity is no longer.
But I never
protected.
did that. I never said any swears to people. But you know what I will tell you? That same manager actually said something extremely vulgar to me the other day, and I don't want to repeat it, but he was the one who said it. So it's kind of funny that he would say I did that, because he said something extremely vulgar when he came out here with his other
But it's
worker.
his First Amendment right to say what he wants, right?
So he can do it.
Because he's not.
He can do
doing-
the
he's
same
not-
thing that you just told me not to do,
He's
which is
not
be
out here
vulgar.
petitioning.
I'm not being vulgar in the
I'm
first
telling
place.
you, your protected act of collecting signatures and trying to better.
I don't need
things,
to be vulgar, bro. I never have.
I'm just saying that is the
no
report
vulgar.
of information that we are.
Well,
getting.
whereas this report is nonsense, I'd say, and I am never going to have that complaint, I'm sure, again, because unless a real person, not an employee who's obviously paid, but a real person steps up and said there's some kind of altercation that consists of assault or hate speech or something like this, let them make that statement. I have never said any kind of arguable
No one said
disrespectful thing to anybody
No one
out
said
there.
anything about hate speech or assault.
I'm giving
I
you
said
an
you're being
example.
vulgar.
Well, I'm not being vulgar. I've never said. I'm talking about people's lives on the line. Is that vulgar? That people could die if they don't have medical assistance? Is that vulgar? I don't think so, and I've never said anything vulgar
Factual,
to.
I don't.
But I promise you, man to man, and I don't want to have altercations. You guys have criminals out there to deal with, not a petition. I have a job to do. You have real work to do. I will never swear to anybody. I'll never insult anybody. I will, even for the rest of the day, because I know this manager's on edge, of course, I will not even ask them again. If they say no, I will not even,
I
okay?
appreciate
But I want to retain my...
You know the manager, you know this store.
You know, the other manager loves me here, and I had no complaints.
Keep calling.
No.
Let's just do one more thing. Just move down to Rite Aid.
No, this is the only store in the way. This is the only store. I can't just move down to Rite Aid. So Rite Aid, what if Rite Aid told me to move here? You know, that's not how it works. I have a free speech right. This is the center of the community to me. It really is. And I appreciate your suggestion, but like, I don't tell you how to do your job. You don't tell me where the best place to collect signatures is. You wouldn't be very good at it. That's why I'm a pro. I have to collect signatures at the high volume locations, my friend. But I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. I will show you the statutory law. I'll show you the statutory law that protects my rights to be here.
And like I said, that right is protected until you start harassing.
And constitutional law. I'm not harassing anyone. That's
well,
hearsay.
I have four people saying that you are, and one person saying that you're not.
Is this not a civil matter anyway? Like, come on, is there a crime going on? I'm not harassing anybody. First of all, the fact that they walk away means I'm not harassing, because I'm not even leaving my table. If I was harassing, I'd have to be approaching. Look at the definition of harassing again, please. I would actually have to be antagonizing, like following them and going around. No, look it up, please.
It would have to be standing in the walkway, prohibiting their movement.
I'm not.
I saw you doing on video.
I'm not prohibiting any movement.
Which I saw you doing on video.
Okay,
so tell me that doesn't fall under.
Take me to court. Arrest me now. Arrest me now.
Tell me that doesn't fall under.
I'm not harassing anybody. We have. What do you mean?
Tell me that doesn't fall under harassment.
Tell me what doesn't.
Prohibiting someone's movement.
How did I prohibit them? By having a table here, they can go around.
By standing in the walkway.
No. Because I'm like this thin, they can walk around me. I don't stand in front of people and block people.
I just saw you on camera.
But
you think I just walked out
so when did you watch any of the footage when the manager is their contractor through my table, and you're just not going to be biased at all? You're saying you're going to be here to really uphold the law.
I saw that too. And like I said,
that was way uncalled for. What he's doing is arguably criminal. Which is arguably criminal. Him pushing the table into me, assaulting me, throwing my stuff down, antagonizing me, start yelling in my face, or me asking with a clipboard, "Hey, would you like to sign, help our hospital?"
Like I said,
come on, that's not blocking the way.
File that report. I will meet you over there on the other side of the parking lot
after the campaign. But during the campaign, you cannot interfere with it because you're violating election code by threatening to dissuade me from petitioning. Yeah, 18630. You can read it. Threats to dissuade. It doesn't just say assault and battery, which is false arrest. It says threats to dissuade is an election code violation punishable by time in jail, officer. Punishable by a fine and is a civil lawsuit.
Who has dissuaded you?
You are. You're trying to dissuade me to go to Rite Aid. You're trying to dissuade me to leave. Did I at any point tell you have to go down there? Or did I make a man-to-man recommendation like we were talking, and you said, I'd rather not? And did I bring Rite Aid up again after that? No, but you're still trying to tell me to leave. You're saying I'm violating some laws, which I haven't.
In your video, or I can look at my video, where there's any sort of dissuasion going on.
This whole conversation is dissuasion. You're trying to keep me from working. You're interfering with all these people could have signing. Right here on camera, that you just cost me more and more signers. You said I wasn't detained, yet you're detaining me. So I think that there's a real constitutional violation. You got the watch commander on the way? Is that really happening? Okay, great.